Yes. It's a nice bright sunny day, isn't it?
Yeah.
And lots of fluffy clouds outside. I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
How are clouds formed?
I think they are formed from evaporation from water or seas or somewhere around there.
And that's how they're formed. Okay, now we're going to do an experiment today. We're going to make our own clouds in a bottle. Now, look, I've got the little pump, soda bottle, and this is rubbing alcohol, which helps make the experiment work a bit faster. Okay, we're going to make cloud in the
inside.
Yep. Watch. Okay, first we have to remember as well. Safety things. Put those glasses on. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's watch. I've got a cork here, and this is it's going to help to make the bottle airtight. That means no air will get inside.
Yeah.
And we're going to start pumping into the bottle. Okay. Let's go that round a bit more. Watch what happens. Look! We've made our very own cloud. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put a cloud here. And that's how clouds are formed. Okay, and there's two processes that go into that. One is what you mentioned.
Yeah.
Evaporation. I'll show you. Evaporation, what happens with evaporation and what it means is that matter changes from a liquid form to a gaseous form. Okay, so from liquid to gas. And then we have another process happening, and that's called condensation. And if you look at it, it's the opposite of evaporation, and that's when we have matter that changes from a gaseous form to a liquid form. So it's going back and forth. And what really happens here is that, okay, we've got our rubbing alcohol, which is just like water, and when we apply pressure, air pressure into the bottle, what happens is that it warms up the air temperature inside. And when there's that warming up of air temperature, that's when evaporation takes place. And that's when you get your liquid changing phase into a gaseous form. And that's what we call vapor. That's right. And so what happens when the cork is released? The air temperature changes because we've got air coming inside, and it cools down a little bit now. And so when it cools, what happens with the vapor is that they come together or they condense and they become tiny water droplets. Tiny water droplets, and they reflect light, and when they're out in the atmosphere they also pick up dust with them, and that's why we get to see it in a cloudy form, which is your cloud. And that is exactly what happens outside. Now, condensation and evaporation takes place all the time in our homes, and I've got a task for you.
Yeah.
Because you have to do this with an adult. Okay, so this is a note to your parents, okay, where you can go into your home and you can see, you can investigate and observe evaporation and condensation, and if you can come up with 2 examples each. And I'll give you a hint. You can see this happening maybe in the kitchen, when mom's cooking, out in the garden with dad, or, very interesting, in the bathroom. Okay, so that's when you can see these 2 processes of evaporation and condensation taking place. Alright, so this is the note for mom and dad. Remember, you always need to do your investigations and observations with an adult.
Yeah.
Alright?
My mom and my dad.
That's right. Okay. Thank you.